Good evening and welcome to episode 37 of Red True Diaries. So, tonight I originally was going to get into the sacral chakra, and I will get into it a little bit because I think it's really important, but the bulk of this episode is going to be about learning the base. So, this is the Book of Chakras by Ambika Waters. I have read from a bit in some previous episodes. And it's one of the best books that gives a great breakdown of the chakras that I've come across. And one of the reasons that I broke out my base was because this book helps to showcase how musical notes correspond with our chakras. Starting with the root one is C, and then the sacral is C, D, E, F, G, and then I believe it would be A and B. I'm going to double check that, see if ending with it. Yes! So the crown ends with B. So, and as I showcased at one other point in an episode, a song that I wrote a long time ago is the C and D chords, and those are the root and the sacral chakras. And if you meditate on those notes, they're supposed to help with these qualities. And okay, so I didn't read about the qualities. I'm going to read a brief summary about the qualities of the sacral chakra, and then I'm going to get into my mini base lesson. So, the qualities and attributes of the sacral chakra. The essence of the sacral chakra is knowing that what we have and do is good enough. And by the way, this is something I believe holds a lot of people back from exploring music for the first time, especially. This is the center of physical procreation, and the chakra directly affecting sexual maturation. It controls our appetites for food, for sex, and pleasure. If we are too indulgent, we burn up vital life fuel required by other systems in our body. If we hold back too much energy from the physical part of ourselves, we become hungry for what we deny ourselves. Finding the balance between control and letting go is essential for this chakra to function. The sacral chakra is concerned with our physical well-being. This means that we learn to honor the body by giving it what it needs to thrive. Nutritious food, plenty of rest, and fun, work, and exercise. You hear where work was, right? Second to last. Yeah. Let me repeat those. Nutritious food, plenty of rest, and fun, work, and exercise. This chakra is also concerned with the quality of deservedness. When we feel that we truly deserve the good we long for, we treat ourselves well. We give ourselves permission to have the things we want. Pleasure is another quality of the sacral chakra. It concerns our ability to receive and allow more pleasure into our lives. When we make our lives complex, we strip away the pleasure from our experiences. Finding what is simple can generate joy and pleasure, which nourish the sacral chakra. It takes discipline and maturity to balance this chakra. Abusing our life force depletes our vital energy and leaves us open to disease and emotional unbalance. A healthy sacral chakra has defined limits that are neither too open nor too closed. Respecting these limits nourishes the life of the body and lets us know that we are enough for ourselves. Amen. Man, when I remember, that awful unhealthy relationship that I was in left me so depleted. And I know exactly what it's talking about in terms of, just feeling drained, and then you don't end up treating yourself well, and it's terrible. And so it's really up to us to set our boundaries and You know, that's why when I started feeling good and pleasure again, oh, that was the other thing, and feeling good enough, because unhealthy relationships oftentimes make you feel like you're never good enough, and that is the worst feeling in the world. One of the best is telling yourself you are, not just telling yourself, experiencing you are perfect just exactly as you are. Imperfections, as John Legend says, all your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Embrace them all. So, man, someone who had my bass recently put my strap on wrong. So, yeah. Can tell it's been a minute since I've been on here too. But it's so simple. So anyway, so people who, I always suggest those who are curious about learning an instrument to check out the bass, because they're not that expensive. You can buy a decent bass, for, you know, say anywhere from $150 to $200, maybe a Guitar Center or online or at a pawn shop. And there's only 4 strings, and it's A, E, D, and G. So I'm gonna turn that down a little bit, as my neighbor upstairs is sleeping. It's like 2 in the morning because I fell asleep for 4 hours. I did a relaxation technique and was just out. Oh my gosh, I was so tired. And so yeah, now I'm up and I'd like to get this video done. So, all right. Okay. Love the bass. First of all, the bass and the drums are known as the rhythm section, and you'll see why. Because with the bass, all right, so this is C. Oh, hold up. Let me move over a little bit. So this is C. It's you count the frets. So this is the neck, this is the head. So this would be considered your first 1, 2, 3, 4, and on up frets. And this is the third. And then this would be, the strings are actually counted from the bottom up. So it would be the 1, 2, 3, 4th string. No, sorry, third string, 3rd fret, and this is C. And you have to hold it. I actually use 2 fingers at times to hold it nice and strong until your fingers build up. And it's been a minute since I've played, so my fingers are kind of weak right now. I can hear my snare rattling. That's D, sorry. Okay, so that's C. And D is the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's in between these bars, you might see. So 5th fret, 3rd string. So you can understand. All right, so now you might be getting the hang of how this is. That's what I love. It's kind of like the piano, where you have the notes, you're playing them, but you're also playing a beat, a rhythm. And that's it. Like, so Bob Marley has a song, Satisfy My Soul or Don't Rock My Boat. And say 2/3 of the song is just C and D. And as is one of my songs. And so I just think it's kind of funny. So you can, I oftentimes will play on the guitar, and then I'll have somebody just play the bass, as long as you can have, even if you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Two, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and then they just end up picking up, and then you can get a little fancier with it. Like, I can't do scales, but I still have a fun time jamming out. Oh, I think this chord is shoddy. You hear that static? That shouldn't be in there, but it's okay. You get the basic idea. But all right, so this would be a part of the song. Can't you see? Why don't you believe me? Oh, darling, darling, I'm calling. by the way, with my fingers, it's like walking. And so I actually rest. I rest usually my ring finger and pinky finger, sometimes my middle finger on the upper string, so it doesn't rattle and I don't hit it by mistake, or if I do, it's no big deal. And it's just a light, and that's controlling your tempo. All right. Hopefully my neighbor will forgive me, but all right. And so that's a little of the Bob song, and I'll just end with a little bit of mine. And I play it different ways, slow or fast. It's just awesome. During the song, when you're just jamming, and someone on drums and you on guitar, or say you on the bass and someone else on guitar, you can change it up however you want. So, let's see. I'll take the blame. Love is the game, 'cause love is my name, and I shall remain in time, stood still with the soul left to fill that claim. Trying to get rid of that static sound. That's okay. I think it makes it also not too loud. Other song I wanted to show. Man, see, it's just my amp too. I need a better amp. But yeah, I'm not gonna go too crazy again because it is so late. Okay. Oddly enough, and I just thought that I remembered that I wanted to showcase this too, because before I ever learned anything on the bass, let alone, the notes, I actually learned this afterwards, that this C and this is D. When just fooling around on a friend's bass, when all I could do was sing, I couldn't play any instruments. One day I picked up the bass, and my fingers just led me to this. Oh, this is driving me nuts now. Not digging. Hold on. I want to try just putting in a different chord and seeing if I'm fairly certain it's the amp that's causing that static, but let's see. Yeah, because this is it's my amp. Freaking amp. I think the other chord was better. I was warned that this amp wasn't that good, but woo, that is just so crackly. Okay. I'm going to go back to the other chord, and I'm going to finish soon because I know this is getting long. You see when musicians, when we go through that in terms of getting the right sound? This is one of the reasons, honestly, I prefer my acoustic guitar than my electric. I don't need to deal with any of this. Okay, so, but when you do have the right equipment and the chords are working and everything's functioning properly, it's awesome. Okay. My neighbors are like, what the fuck is she doing? Okay. Okay, that's actually behaving a lot better. So, all right, so this is the song that I didn't even have lyrics for a few years. the part, believe it or not, it's been years since I played this song, and I actually need to go back over another video because that just doesn't sound right, but I love this part. And then I thought I went, but that doesn't, it should be deeper. I'm wondering if my E string, I did tune beforehand, and the others sounded, oh yeah, because I was on the D. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for our bass lesson tonight. You get the general idea and know that again, C, 3rd fret, 3rd string. And for the sacral chakra, it's D, which is the 5th string, and the 5th fret, 3rd string. I'm gonna get it together. You know, again, it's 2 in the morning, and it's probably been at least several months, maybe even a whole year since I've been on the bass. But I will say, out of respect for my neighbor, I'm not going to play anymore tonight. But this is to be continued. I am going to do more on the bass in the future because I just think it's so much fun. And it's oh, that's another thing. Oh, you keep your finger on this fret? How fun is that? Oh, so you can music, man. Like Beethoven said, music is the mediator between the spiritual and the sensual life. Oh, right. And what last thing? The satisfy my soul. 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 So good. I wanted to end on that note because how many of you feel that you're satisfying your soul? And that is what I ask. That is what I beg of you to do. Please work. If your soul isn't already satisfied, it can be. It's up to us, no one else, to do it for us. So have fun exploring for yourself. Thank you for watching and listening. I love you and your beautiful soul.